Greetings, Avery Point residents. I am Brian B., your Executive Director, and I have Kelly Davis, Associate Executive Director, and Luke McKinley, Finance Director, with me today. We are starting something new. This is a recorded video. We're doing an administration and finance joint video to kind of give a little bit of insight into who we are, a little bit about what we do, and then going forward, we're going to have some departmental updates that we post to Channel 1970 on these recorded updates, and we welcome your feedback. This is a kind of first take concept, so bear with us, have a little fun with us, but we do welcome your feedback. Again, I'm Brian B., the Executive Director. Just a little bit about me. I've been at Avery Point for, gosh, I think it's coming on 8 or 9 months now. I've loved it here. It's been amazing. Avery Point is such a welcoming community. The residents are great. And some of you might be thinking, well, where are you guys recording from? We're actually in Preston Woods. So a little bit of a sneak peek for maybe some that haven't had a chance to come to our open house events. And for those Preston Woods reservists, they might be very familiar with it already. So for me, operationally, kind of direct oversight of the community at large, and then there within, Kelly and I kind of interchangeably oversee operations within Avery Point. I do have a direct reporting structure of dining services, so Chaz Stetson, our dining service director, reports to myself, and then departmentally, Eric Brown, our human resources director, also reports to me, and then Kelly, as associate executive director, reports to me, and formally Christy, who's helping record this, many of you know she was our executive assistant for the opening of this community, and just up until recently, Charlotte Grizzard, our new executive assistant, reports to me. So that's a little bit of the reporting structure that routes directly to the executive director role. And then there within, I help support overall operations across the community in partnership with our sales team, Kaylee Varay, sales director, our finance team, which is just one right now, Luke McKinley sitting to my left, to your right on the screen, finance director. And it's a team effort. It's a one team effort to run a community like Avery Point. And we really do here value the partnership that we have with our resident advisory council. They're your elected RAC team members. They help advise us. We work together in partnership to really focus on doing what's right for the Avery Point residents. And going forward, we're continuing to grow. So operationally, you're gonna see us stretch a little bit more. Visibility-wise, we have to spend time throughout the community, and we want to see you in Preston Woods, in the Cardinal, in the Cork and Fork, in the Life Enrichment Center. And then going forward, when we continue to develop the community, same thing goes for that. We are not tied to our desk by any means in the executive suite in Emerson Square. If you do need to reach out to us, please know operationally we have an open door policy, and we take it very seriously to provide feedback to all of you when you provide us feedback. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Kelly Davis, our Associate Executive Director, and she's going to give you a little bit of insight on the departments that report into her.
Thank you, Brian. I'm Kelly Davis, the Associate Executive Director here at Avery. I know many of you, but for those of you who I don't know, I'll give you a little bit of my background. I was fortunate enough to join the Avery team back in June of 2022 as the community was being built. So I packed up and relocated my family from Northern Virginia and moved here to Richmond to be a part of Avery Point. And it's been an exciting adventure since I arrived. I've learned a lot. My background is in healthcare. Been a nurse for well over 20 years, spending most of that time in acute care in the hospital. So getting the opportunity to step out of healthcare into operations when I joined Avery has been very, very exciting. I have direct oversight over general services and resident services. So really all things related to your life here at Avery Point, I have a hand in. I work in partnership with Brian. You should see the two of us as interchangeable if you ever come to administration or need us in any way. Many of you know how to reach me. I start my day by checking my emails, and I look at the comment cards that come in and the emails that come through from you all, and that's how I start my day. And most of the time, the vast majority of the time, it just brings a smile to my face to hear the comments and get the feedback from you all about what life is like for you here at Avery. So I sit in the office right next to Brian in administration. You can find me there at any time. You can reach out to me via email, via phone, or just drop in at any time. I'm always available to anyone who needs to talk. And with that, I'll turn it over to Luke.
Thanks, Kelly. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, finance. Again, my name is Luke McKinley, Finance Director here at Avery Point. A little bit about me. Started here 2 years and 8 months ago. It was a whole week before we accepted our first residents when I started. About 15 years ago, moved down here from the Pittsburgh area. Have worked at VCU Health, have worked at Bon Secours, as well as Shelgan Arms right down the road on Wilkes Ridge Parkway from us here. Worked with them for a couple years, and again, two years ago, started here at Avery Point, and have been loving it ever since. The team is amazing. A little bit about the finance department. I think everyone can get a pretty good idea of what finance does, but just to walk through a few things. Primarily on the resident side of the house, I'm dealing with questions on monthly statements, anything online bill pay related and set up like that. Some dining credit questions, if there's discrepancies there, I can help with that. As well as the move-out process and any questions about refunds that anybody may have when they're going through the move-out process here at Avery Point. Now on the team member side of the house, working with our departments, I'm primarily focused on the monthly, quarterly, and yearly reporting and forecasting, the budgeting, yearly budget process, which is kicking off here in a couple months. Actually really 1 month now, we're into July. So we'll be starting that process here really soon and preparing the budget for 2026. Just finished the forecast, so we're looking good for 2025 thus far. And we'll continue that with the budget process for 2026. Also, as finance director here, work with all of the departments on their individual departmental budgets, and just their understanding and following and adhering to the budget month to month, and kind of reviewing quarterly results with them, so that they get an idea of how to run their business, and any kind of capital projects they may need, or issues they're running into with invoicing or with a vendor, things like that I can obviously help out with. So that really is a quick overview of finance and what I do here. Again, please stop by, give a call, send an email, any finance related questions. I'm here to help.
Thanks, Luke. I realized going first that I forgot to give a little bit of a bio about me, so I'm going to include that real quick. I'm born and raised in small town Wisconsin. Been in healthcare operations for, over 15 years now. More specifically, though, related to Erickson Senior Living in my time before Avery Point. I was the Associate Executive Director at Tallgrass Creek, which is our sister community in Overland Park, Kansas. Right about 4 years there, if you will, and then came over to Richmond here and have enjoyed the transition. I have a wife of 15 years and 2 daughters, 7-year-old Elena and 5-year-old Peyton, and I think you'll enjoy seeing them around the Avery Point community. They really do enjoy coming here. And so that's just a little bit about me right before closing out. I do appreciate all of you tuning in today. And again, provide us any feedback that you have as we record these updates in the future. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.